A couple common mistakes that players make that it's really good coaching point is that when you press, you don't want to foul. And one of the problems we have, particularly early in the year, as we're chasing our speed dribble, we tend to lean on the guy speed dribbling. And that's going to be a foul every time. So as we coach them, we really got to coach them up to try to make sure they cut and they're not leaning on the guy. So when we get a guy down in ball pressure, we typically do not force the basketball one way or the other. Now, there may be situations where we're going to force the ball into the sideline or something, but when we typically set up the press, we want this guy down in a great defensive stance, and we're going to play him pretty even up because we're not going to try to force the ball one way or the other. One of the common problems that we have is our players think this is ball pressure. And what starts to happen is it's the old zigzag dribble drill. He takes a couple dribbles, he takes a couple dribbles this way, and actually what's happening right now is we're slowing the game down. And we don't want that. So a great teaching point is we really want to overpressure the ball more than a lot of times kids are comfortable with. I know there's many times that our defensive player is going to get beat by the speed dribble, but we're ready to do that. We're willing to accept that because we're going to fix that with the rest of the press. And so as we press, the big thing is we got to make sure there isn't a big gap here. Because when we start creating gaps, we let them dictate the tempo of the game. So the butt should be down. There should be just tremendous pressure. Oftentimes, they can't slide. So as a player's in here and he starts to get beat on a speed dribble, it's got to be turn and sprint as fast as he can until he can find a place to go cut him. And then so he'll sprint, slide, whatever he's got to do to get that cut.